Quaid Azam Part 306. For God's sake, do not make incommunicable and produce a full explosion. June 1946. The information from Sudhir Gopalachari was to the effect that the Congress Working Committee had decided, against the advice of Gandhi, not to put forward a nationalist Muslim for interim government. Things looked hopeful. Vallabhbhai was reported to have opposed Gandhi on the nationalist Muslim issue. Nehru had gone off to Kashmir. June 20, 1946. I'm in fact reading the content of the diary. The situation seemed to have gone all haywire again, thanks to Gandhi. Then Woodrow White appeared with a message. He said Rajgopalachari had told him that Congress had gone back on yesterday's decision upon the instance of Gandhi and were going to insist on the removal of the engineer's name, since he was an official, and place Azad in the government. I said at once that both conditions were utterly unacceptable, and that putting Azad forward as simply a maneuver to ensure Jinnah's refusal. Sir N.P. Engineer was not an official, but he held at that time an official position, that of an advocate general to the Indian Army. The cabinet mission plan floundered as differing interpretations of the 16 May statement by the Congress, and the League divided them irretrievably. The Viceroy's journal brings out vividly the seriousness Wavell attached to the attempts he made with Gandhi and Nehru for a rapprochement with Muslim League. Wavell had to pay a price for failing to achieve what he had set out to. I feel compelled, therefore, to quote from Wavell's note for the cabinet mission. Wavell, an author, was doubtless imbued with a marked sense of history. What I reproduced here, notes testifies he and the mission stood morally. Wavell wrote 25 June in 1946. The cabinet mission will remember that I raised the point of what would happen in the of Congress attempting to gain a lead in favor of the interpretation or statement May 16th. My point was that the statement is not a legal document, and that its interpretation must depend on the intentions of those who framed it. Interpretation must depend on the intentions of those who framed it. I therefore suggested to Sir Stafford Cripps that the cabinet mission, before leaving India, should draw up a paper stating clearly what the intentions of those who framed the document were in this respect, so that I could produce it as evidence of our intentions if the document were challenged in court or elsewhere. I do not quite understand the paper which has been drawn up by Sir Stafford Cripps, but I gather it from but I gather from it that he considers that the document may be challenged legally and that its interpretation is open to question, and he proposes that the tribunal should be set up by the Constituent Assembly to interpret the document.